An important topic are we covering today, because dopamine, mentioned in the title of the video, is probably one of the factors causing you not to fully fulfill your purpose and work over yourself. But let's get to that further. At first, what exactly is a dopamine? And I could say to you in a science language, but why should I? Dopamine is just a hormone inside of us that causes us to feel happy. It's the hormone that causes us to feel better and determines our well-being. So now you probably sometimes, at least to some extent, understand why we should even care about it existing, because, well, you wouldn't like to go through life feeling miserable all the day long, all the week, through all your life. So how exactly it works and why it's, as mentioned in the title, why it may determine you feeling depression. And I guess that dopamine system and this, okay, we'll cover how it works in a while, but I guess that dopamine makes most of depression happenings causing. Okay, so to start, let's look at the way how Andrew Huberman, the great neuroscientist who studied it for a very long time, understands dopamine. So, as being very professional, let me use part of my home gym equipment. So, you have a baseline level of dopamine in your body, and you exist on that level. There are many things you can do to vary your level of dopamine for a moment. So let's say you do some kind of that things. Okay. You do some of the things that improve the level of your dopamine for a while. So it skyrockets. It gets to some level, but as the baseline is the baseline, it has to go down. And when it goes down, your baseline level will lower down a bit. And a bit, only a bit. So it's one time. You barely even saw it. So why care? So you should care because you do it second time, third time, 10th time. You do it for 100 times, for 1000 times. Forgive me the scale, but after you do it for thousands of times, you can't even see it now because it's so low. Your baseline level of dopamine is so low that you can't even enjoy normal life. And that's basically how I understand depression and how Andrew Huberman sees it. So I guess I'm not wrong. If I am, and if you know I'm wrong, prove me wrong in the comments. But when your baseline level of dopamine goes that low, you can't enjoy normal life. So when you can enjoy normal life, you just are depressed, and that's what we don't want you to go there. But it can go the other way. When you have your baseline level of dopamine and you do something that brings it down for a while, but has a purpose and is something you do for you to improve your life, it will go to your baseline again, and with that move, bring it up a bit. And that is why we work over ourselves. That is why I work over myself, because that baseline level of dopamine will slowly but surely go up. And with it going up, you will be able to enjoy life more and more common things in life. So about those things that vary your level, these things that skyrocket your dopamine, as you saw on this graph, shouldn't be considered very good, because in the result your baseline dopamine level gets lower. And there are many things of this kind, but some of you probably can think of playing video games or watching pornography, eating junk food. There are many of them which you know are bad for you and you shouldn't do. There are also many things you can do to bring your baseline level up. For example, work out. When you work out, it's not very, I mean, at first it is enjoyable, but later on you feel very painful doing the last set of chest press. But it, in result, will bring up your dopamine level. So I would consider putting the most possible amount of good things to your life, these which lower dopamine level for a while, but in a result skyrocket them, rather than put it down by things that aren't good for you in the long run. Because how you will feel for the next 10 minutes isn't as important than how you will feel for the next few years, you know. Okay, and I think it's all I wanted to cover in that video. If you have any different views or you agree with me, prove me wrong in the comments or say I'm right. See you in the next video, guys.